Hi friends, I hope you're all doing well. I don't know if you feel the same way as I do, but is January over yet? I feel like it's been the longest month. My last check-in was the 13th of January, which is Friday the 13th, and I feel like I cursed myself a little bit. So I think it's about time I did a check-in. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Chrissy and this is my channel, Midlife Chrissy. I'm a single person thriving in London and I'm here to chase a dream. I was living in a small town in the UK for 12 years until I decided, look, I'm going to chase what I want to be. And, about 3 years later, it's been a challenge, but pressure made diamonds. Anyway, I have £8,000 worth of credit card debt and I'm on a journey to paying that off completely. Next week, actually on Wednesday, I'm facing a house move. So this is the first time I'll ever live on my very own, and it's all part of my brave attempt to chase a dream. So let's go into my check-in here. Start my check-in. So the last check-in I did was the 13th of January. A couple of curveballs came in, but we're not going to talk about that yet. So going day by day, I received, I don't know if you watched my last video, but the first thing I did was have a gratitude moment. And I said, I'm really grateful for my second job because X, Y, and Z. You should watch it if you haven't so yet. The 14th of January, it was so surreal. I did a shift on Friday night and I was told that I had to be in the restaurant at 10 in the morning. And what actually happened was that the owner came in and he told everybody that, he's given this whole big spiel about the success the restaurant survived since the pandemic. There's a couple of curveballs, like a quiet summer, a quiet autumn, here and there. And whilst they had a really amazing winter where they thought, they could grow the team, and where I started the restaurant, they were hit with like the cost of the war. So it's a restaurant, right? Fully functioning kitchen. I can imagine there's a lot of gas, a lot of electricity used, and it's a big restaurant as well. So they have to keep everything heated. So they said that their bills went up 900%. So that is not good. And it was, I guess, an executive decision by the owner saying that, it's something it's a struggle they couldn't overcome. And sadly, after 45 years of trading, they had to shut down, which, I never expected. And it was effective immediately. So you can imagine the people that worked there for at least 2 years. Someone worked there for 10 years. So it was heartbreaking. Anyway, it was a sad day. So my personal spend that day, I bought a takeaway. I actually paid for the takeaway. I hung out with some coworkers and, we just had something to eat. The following day is the 15th of January. And let's just see what I did on the 15th of January. Okay, so this is where I went grocery shopping here. I'm going to go a little bit closer here. I went grocery shopping here, and I bought 3 boxes of cigarettes. I like to buy 3 boxes of cigarettes because I hate queuing for it. So I don't normally buy them that often. Anyway, on Monday, my mortgage came out for my investment flat, and I had a minimum payment of £67.16 for my HSBC credit card. My personal spend that day was $18.58. This is me getting a few things from the grocery store that I forgot. Anyway, the 17th, no spend day, didn't need it. The 18th, I went into central London to the office, and it was really cold that day. I wasn't prepared at all, and I had bought some gloves. It was £20, come on. Bought some lunch and the train tickets there. Next is my PayPal. I budgeted £5.33 for my minimum payment, but it turns out because it considered my Black Friday purchases, my minimum payment went up. So £12.63 there. My very last paycheck from the restaurant, it's so sad, £76.80. So what I was trying to when I usually get over 250 pounds, I got £76.80, but I didn't spend anything that Friday. I was trying to reserve cash, to be honest. So since the restaurant, I have been kind of hustling, trying to find jobs, going, going to all the nice restaurants around me, and just walking in, seeing if they had any positions available. So it's not the nicest feeling, especially if no money's coming in, but hey ho. Anyway, moving on, 21st, my mobile phone, £18 came out, and my gym payment, $15.49. I did a personal spend of £10.60, and that's for cigarettes as well. Saturday, I had a shift at the football club as well, so luckily I didn't need to buy any lunch. Sunday is no spend day, but I did tithe £20, which I already budgeted, so that is why that's considered a no spend day. Monday, Virgin money is $61.55. My tenants on Sunday, they called me that they said that their boiler wasn't working. So the long and short of it was that the same plumber that I've been using the last 3 times, he says, we've been always just putting temporary fixes on it. I think it's about time, even with the recent November fix, I think it's about time that we just replace the whole entire boiler, and I couldn't agree more. So I had to kind of take the hit on that one. There is absolutely no way I could cash flow that. So £982.79 went onto the credit card. Really sad about that. And you have no idea how much the works cost. Wait a second, I'm missing the works here. Personal spend, £5.20 on there. I did another personal spend on the Tuesday, the 24th, £11.30. Again, this is just for some vegetables and milk and meat. And the 25th, I think I bought a takeaway. Indeed, I did. Okay, so yeah, I did. I bought some lunch. Bought a few ingredients for lunch. And for dinner, I thought, you know what, I'm going to spend money on a takeaway. So I spent about £28 on a takeaway just because I was feeling a certain way. This is also the day that my plumber had to be paid. His works cost £600, but I paid him £300 just because I could not, for the life of me, put £600 together at that time. So I sold some stocks, and it takes a while for that to come back. So what I had available was £300. Let me highlight that. Okay, okie dokes. So my personal spend on the 26th, on Thursday the 26th, is £13.30. This can only mean a box of cigarettes and a few, and a few things from the grocery shop. HSBC came out. This is my bank fees, $11.95. Friday the 27th, I did get paid from the football club, £180.97. I also did my expenses, long overdue expenses from my main job. This is a few things for stationery, for postage things that I had to do while working from home. So I actually finally claimed that back. So I received £40.61 from them. It's that time where I just can't be giving away money now. Okay, so Saturday was yesterday. I spent £10.75. This is me buying juices and a few treats for myself, just so I can stay at home after my shift from the restaurant. And today I tied £20. So what went wrong? In a nutshell, what went wrong? So I wrote it in a Post-it note. This is my January. What went wrong? I had £230 from my investment flat. This is for the membrane for the floors. £167.60 extra for MOT repair. 982.79 for my boiler part, 600 pounds for the boiler work, so I only paid half of that. The restaurant closed, and I completely missed a week in my variable expenses. So let me just show you what my January was planned here, and we'll calculate the rest of it out. So for my fixed expenses, let me grab my calculator. My actual spend for rent was 0. I underspent on bills, $14.68. Cell phone, Apple Music, Apple Memory, bank fees, and the gym were all the same amount as planned. So I think I underspent, let's just see, 800. So I spent 989.24. So if my maths are correct, that should be 14.68. So let me just take what I planned out. Exactly it, 14 pounds, 68p. Okay, variable expenses. So for gas, I budgeted 80 pounds. I only spent 79.76 on there. Car tax, 135, just as planned. Tithe, 100 quid, 0. Okay, so for week 1, that is the 1st of January, I didn't spend anything. Week 2, 79.93. So I underspent 60 pounds. Week 3, I underspent 21.52 because I only spent 118 pounds and 48p. Week 4, I only spent 57 pounds and 26 pence. That is because I realized week 5 is a full week and it should have been week 6 for the last 2 days. If you guys don't know, I budget myself 20 pounds a day for my personal spend, and this should cover anything from clothes, miscellaneous, going out for drinks, and I thought that was a healthy way to manage it. Obviously, this month did not demonstrate that, but you know, we are moving on. So let's go here. So you can see here, I'm doing really well with underspending just because so much has come out. Let me use $91, 643 pounds and 34 pence that I actually spent. So you can see here that I actually underspent 151 pounds and 66p, which is great. Okay, so the interesting part here is my investment flat. My investment flat is leaking so much money right now, guys, but I'm hoping this is the last of it. I want to get to a position where I want to sign up as a limited company. So I'm not personally fine. Well, I guess I'm personally liable for my investment flat, but you know, it's better to put it in a limited company. I'm just not at that stage yet. I need to learn more about it. So, yeah, there's just so much going on, and I'll start, you know, once things settle after the move, I can start looking into that after my finances settle as well. So for the boiler part, I didn't budget anything. Boiler Works didn't budget anything. This is completely out of the blue. The mortgage was just £1.23 under what I anticipated. The service charge is $97.81, and that's just as planned. And the additional works for the flooring is 230 pounds, which I did not budget for. So again, that was an overage. So let's just see how much I actually spent for the investment flat. 97.81. You wouldn't believe it, guys. I spent 1,945 pounds and 51p. So if we take out 433.95, I've totally overspent 1,511 pounds and 56 pence. Wonderful. Okay. So because I'm, okay, moving on. Anyway, sinking funds. My sinking funds, I did put 215 pounds and 16 pence towards sinking funds. I might have to dip into that next month, but you know, that's another story. My sister is visiting in March, so I budgeted 125, but I actually spent 159. My haircut, I already saved 50 pounds and I budgeted another 50 pounds and that's exactly at 100 pounds that I spent for my haircut and zero left over. Floors, 400 pounds. I already paid that guy. Remedial works, 200. I already paid him for that. Flat deposit. I did not put a deposit in. I thought I put it in earlier, but they said that they'd want the upfront rent and the deposit all in one go. So, you know, comme ci, comme ça. Let us not split hairs over that. So I did not spend anything. So the difference is 1,400. I still have in my bank account. Fantastic. Okay, so you know that I budgeted, I received 45 pounds for Amazon gift card for my birthday, and I thought I'd spend it all, but I didn't. I only spent 27.98, so I have 17 pounds and 2 pence left over. IKEA, I didn't spend anything from IKEA because I don't know what I need to get yet. MOT, I've saved 100 quid, but it actually cost me 267, so I overspent 167.60. So just to put that all together,
plus 159, plus 100, 200.
I spent 1369.74 in there. And what was left over is 30 minus 34 plus 1,400 plus 1,702 plus 50 minus 167.60. Hey, that is not correct. What is this? So negative 34 plus 1,400 plus 1,702 plus 50 and then minus 167.60. So I had underspent. That's because I did not spend any deposit money. Okay, so credit card debt. I made a couple of extra payments. So there we go. I made a couple of extra payments. So PayPal, I added 50 quid in there. HSBC, 50 quid again. And Virgin Media, I put in 49.80. I have no business spending 49.80. No, wait a second. I put in I put in 28.42. That's because that's, you know, on the budget. If you look at my last check-in on 13th of January, I had that much left. Anyway, moving on. So I thought I'd add in 49.80, but I didn't. So in combination of the minimum payments and the extra payments, this is how much I spent. So in total, 269 pounds and 75p went into my credit card payment, which is 10 pounds and 38 pence more than I thought I would spend on my credit cards. So obviously I need to close this. So it got really complicated, but let me do that anyway. So just so I'm clear and just so I can look back on this, I need to put other income in this category. So just in this month's review, I've had to do a couple of crisis things. So for credit card use, I spent 1,000 £1,010 and 59p. This is in combination of the boiler part plus the takeaway that I was so emotional about. I sold some stocks. So what I got back, because when you sell stocks, they it takes a while for them to come back and confirm. But what I actually got back from there already is a small amount, £167 and 8p. We have to include the December overage. So I made a little, I only anticipated my side hustle to give me 1,100, but I had a little bit extra. So December overage. From side hustle is 93.62. So in total, the extra funds that I actually received is so I've given myself an extra £1,271 and 29 pence because I needed it. That's really messy, but you know, it all makes sense to me. So my income that day is 3,953 plus 16 plus 1,271.29, 5,224 pounds and 45p. So I'm just gonna write it here. Oh, I hate it when that happens. 5,224.45. Okay, so my actual fixed expenses that I use is 989.24. My variable spend was 634.34. And my actual investment flat cost was 1945.51. Oh dear. Actual savings is 1969.74. And then my debt repayment is 269.75. Okay, so all in all, so if we just minused 5,224.45.
For my income, 989.24. For fixed expenses, 634.34. For variable, 1945.51. Wait a second. Minus 989. Minus 6. I have to do that again. Sorry. 5,224.45. Minus 989.24. Minus 634.34. Minus 1945.51. Minus 1369.74. Minus 269.75.
So that leaves me with 1587, and that sounds about right. That sounds like, considering my reserves and everything, that's exactly what I've got left in my account. Guys, what a shamble of a month. January has not been kind to me, but you know, pressure made diamonds, and it's not every day that I'm facing a move. It's not every day that my investment flat goes into turmoil, and it's not every day that I lose a job, my side hustle job, and it's not every day that I miss a week of I poorly plan my budget. I'm normally really good at this, but this has just been a really challenging month, and I'm hoping this is challenging because it's testing my strength and it's testing my resilience. And I'm gonna do another video on how do I plan my February. because I think it's quite important to understand like the real figures here. So I can that's why I've left it this late. I normally plan a lot earlier on what the next month looks like, but I think now that I've gone through this, I've run out of reserves to rely on, and I have to look at the real figures here. So thanks. I guess that's all I can add to my January closeout. I'm gonna start my February budgeting starting the 30th of January, so hang tight. And the following video I'm gonna do a debt update as well, just to show you like how high the mountain I'm gonna climb now. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope your January is far better than mine, and I wish you a very good evening. Bye.